Supreme Lord, eternal truth, let us obey thee alone and live according to truth. परमोच प्रभु सत्यम नित्य त्वमेव केवलम अनुवर्तामहे सत्यम अनुजीवम केवलम ओं शांति शांति शांति. Namaste, good morning, Vande Matram. Welcome all of you. This morning we'll have a short discussion, a short spiritual discussion on progress. Usually we do the sadhana, we proceed in the evolutionary track, in the path of sadhana, we endeavor, we try to move at every point of time. But how shall we know that there is some progress or not? Somebody asked a question to the Divine Mother, Sweet Mother, how shall I know whether I am doing sadhana here? Then Mother asks, you are really doing sadhana? So he is saying, okay, I am in the ashram, I have left everything, this worldly life, business, everything, I have pleasure, I have left and I am staying here. So the confusion is there with me, if at all I am doing the sadhana. Then Mother explains, when you are brushing, do you feel the Divine is brushing with you, you are brushing with the Mother? No. When you are sleeping, do you feel that you are sleeping with the Mother? No. When you are eating, you feel that you are eating with the Mother? No. When you are walking, then you feel that the Mother is also there, you are moving with the Mother? No. Then it is almost a big zero. Sadhana is almost a big zero. Because for a spiritual seeker on this path, Divine is all. Divine, only Divine, nobody else. So, excluding Divine, without the Divine, life is a painful illusion. With the Divine, life is bliss. So, without the Divine, if at all we think we are doing any progress, we are doing an endeavor, if at all we are moving in the spiritual track, this is also a chimera, or it is just a puzzle, a confusing substance for us. Then we'll discuss something on progress today, in brief, of course, on progress. Everything will be discussed in the light of Sri Aurobindo's writings. Sri Aurobindo speaks of, quotes, the human race always progresses most when most it asserts its importance to nature. So this progress of the human nature, human race at a large, human race at large, the human race always progresses most when most it asserts its importance to nature. So nature is going in simultaneous direction. It is in the coincidence. So nature, if it asserts its importance to nature, its freedom and universality. So if it is asserted at all, then the human race is progressing. The second talk, a turbulent and eager march from illusion to illusion. A turbulent and eager march from illusion to illusion and from failure to failure is the image of European progress. So, Sri Aurobindo tries to explain us there are two types of civilization. One is Europe, one is Indians. In other way, one is West, another is East. So the Eastern culture, they are having some fixed bent of mind. Their progress, their march is turbulent and eager march from illusion to illusion, from failure to failure. That is the image of European progress. But Indian or Eastern progress is something different. There is something devotion, there is some aspiration, there is surrender, so many things. So failure is not a cause. Even if it is coming still in the course, all failures sum to a splendid victory. Later we'll see this on this progress. If thou wouldst have humanity advance, buffet all preconceived ideas. Just imagine how the words are used, buffet all preconceived ideas. If you would have humanity advance, it is not of a single being, Sri Aurobindo quotes here. If you would have humanity advance, entire humanity and advance, if thou wouldst have humanity advance, buffet all preconceived ideas. These preconceived ideas, these are everything is in between us. It is standing as a debacle before us. So these preconceived idea, the mental conception has to be buffeted. After all, the best way to make humanity progress is to move on oneself. Just imagine how gloriously Sri Aurobindo gives a beautiful advice to the humankind at large. After all, the best way to make humanity progress is to move on oneself. Is another messages we have also heard of. We have also seen couple of times we have discussed. If you want to change the world, try to change yourself. Be the change you want to see. Like these glorious examples, glorious quotations, messages we have ever heard in our life. So the best way to make humanity progress is to move oneself. So we have to move. If someone is moving he up one himself, or one is moving up oneself, then others will follow. If we feel that others will follow and others will make it and we will follow, that will never happen. So Sri Aurobindo has beautiful quotations in another space in Savitri. Even if the struggling world is left outside, one man's perfection still can save the world. So this world is suffering, it is struggling, that we know, we are sure of this world's process and their struggle. So one thing is that even if it is struggling, it was struggling, now itself struggling, if it is not that much confirmed, or that much actually it is not getting the sense, it not understanding, proper understanding is there, it will be suffering. Still then, if one man's perfection is there, suppose there is perfection in one man, that can still save the world. To rotate on its own axis is not one movement of the human soul. So suppose one stick is there, one pole is there in the middle, simply we are moving here and there simply around her, this is not called progress. Because progress you have to advance step by step, it is horizontally, then later it will come vertically. But simply around a pole we are simply moving throughout the life, we feel we are progressing, but thing is that it is where we were initially, there we are now. An example we can take, these four friends, they were actually drunkards. After getting beautiful feast and this getting more drunk, they were coming to cross the river. They get into the boat which was actually there. So they trying, using the ahula and all to cross the river. But they tried and they actually got tired. They at least they fell down also, one by one they got severely tired. At the morning when they got their sense, then they felt where they were initially, now they are, simply it is there. The root cause is that the boat is tagged to a big tree. They have not opened that rope. For that they keep trying, but actually problem is that this boat is never moving. Like this, to rotate on its own axis is not the movement of human soul. Then Sri Aurobindo quotes finally, a free and natural growth is the condition of genuine development. Genuine development, for the genuine development, the condition is that free and natural growth. The growth should be free and natural. Then if you are no longer disturbed by what people say or do, then that is a great progress. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. People will start speaking something, they will do something. If you are getting disturbed, if you are getting motivated, then your progress will cease. If you are no longer disturbed by what people say or do, then that is a great progress. Next question, next Sri Aurobindo comes. Always seek to progress in quietude, happiness and confidence. Three things must have there. For that the aspiration must be there. Always seek to progress. If you are seeking at all to progress in the spiritual endeavor, spiritual track, then what we have to do? You have to seek seek to progress in quietude, happiness and confidence. That is the most helpful attitude. So within three things there must be seeking for progress, that is quietude, happiness and confidence. Next one comes, if one opens, naturally that is required. If one surrenders, second, opens and surrenders, then as soon as the nature is ready, progress will come of itself. So initial condition is the opening. Second condition is surrender. If these two are done, then when nature is ready, progress will come of itself. You have to go to the railway station, wait there, so train will come, it will lift you up. If it is there, not there, the preparation is not there, you are sleeping and dreaming at your home, then there is very little chance of getting to the progressing towards the goal. It is almost ceased, that there is no chance. But the personal concentration of for progress brings difficulties and resistances. If we insist more on the personal endeavor, this tapasya, this ardent tapasya, so progress may be there being difficulties and resistance. For that, you have to be open and you have to surrender. And this opening and surrender must be done near at the feet of the divine, at the hands of the divine, not to in any human guru or a human is there, the so-called declared self-declared baba or self-declared gods. It is only by being dead earnest that one can progress quickly. So the condition is that you have to be dead earnest, single-minded, you have to be that much strident, you must that much be active, so that this active progress will take place. In the constant immutability of the human mind and earthly circumstances, as long as the life is active, new ideas and changes are inevitable. The conditions are like this: constant mutability of the human mind and earthly circumstances. With this, as long as life is active, then new ideas and changes are inevitable, then only it will come. One has to go as quickly as one can. So that is, nobody should delay. Delay is the very difficult process, very delaying process. So nobody should be actually inactive or passive. So we have to move on. One has to go quickly as one can, as per his ability or with the external aid, as slowly as necessary, which seems contradictory but is not. Very beautiful line. One has to go as quickly as one can and as slowly as it is necessary, which seems contradictory. When it is required, I will go slow. It is required, I will go fast. This is the contradictory statement, but it is not. There is no real gain in it if we repeat the old error terms. If we are old wine, new bottle. The old method we are adopting again and we feel we are doing something. It has got no use at all. Then Sri Aurobindo quotes, the animal is satisfied with the modicum of necessity. The gods are content with their splendors, but man cannot rest permanently until he reaches the highest good. So he has to go, there is no other go. He is not animal satisfied with the modicum of necessity, or neither he is a god, nor he is a god content with the splendors. So he cannot rest permanently until he reaches the highest good. Then comes, go on we must. Beautiful thing. Go on we must, for if we do not, time itself will force forward in spite of our fancied immobility. So if we are not going, we are standing, time will simply will force us forward to in our mission. There is almost always something unreal, inconclusive, and tormented about human progress. It is there. The eternal progression is in the manifestation, and beyond it, no progression. So this eternal manifestation is the goal. All things move towards a divine event. So entire progress is towards the divine event. How shall we know that we are progressing? Sri Aurobindo gives clue. Each day was a spiritual romance, as if he was born into a bright new world. So this birth comes once a year, but if we are doing the progress, each day was a spiritual romance, as if he was born into a bright new world.